A three-time Nebraska Class B state champ, four-time finalist, Fargo National finalist as well. Set from Comanche, Oklahoma. He's a four-time Oklahoma State champ. In his sixth year, a two-time national qualifier, on to a 7-1 start. His only loss was at the national duels to A.J. Ferrari, his former teammate. 2-1 score. And he's a great story, Jim. Just perseverance, sticking with it. Redshirted in 2021. In 2022, Luke Serber bumped up to heavyweight, so he wrestled in tournaments, no duels. Got an opportunity in 2023, made the national tournaments. 2024, he built on that, made the round of 16, and then, hey, got a new teammate. Wyatt Hendrickson is here. Of course, he wins the national title, but Doucette, last season 5-0, did wrestle in one duel, and as they say in Stillwater, he is back in the saddle again here at 285. Off to a nice start.
I imagine for Doucette that was a positive experience being Wyatt Hendrickson.
For sure. Got better at wrestling.
Yeah, he got better at wrestling. He was there for it, and saw that magnificent performance in the NCAA finals, winning the Hodge Trophy and all that, and just helping maybe him create a belief system in himself. And Shane and I talked to Coach Taylor. He was really happy with the way he was developing and how much offensive technique that he was trying to hit out there, and it makes a difference.
He said at this stage of the game, and this, Jim, being a coach, you got a guy that's in his sixth year. I mean, hard to teach a dog new tricks, and he said Doucette's really opened things up offensively. Used to be kind of a joke, his lack of offense, but he's gotten a lot better, made some big leaps late in his career.
I think
had a pin last weekend against West Virginia, his last time on the mat.
Yeah, this is just a strange sequence because Ferrari came out for the handshake, right? Did a little, chirping at the Oklahoma State bench, and, but I guess that was exit stage right after that. So go out and handshake and don't show up.
Ziola was a runner-up at the Bison Open. Cade Ziola weighing in today at 218. So giving up some size. No score, 30 seconds left in this first period. 242 is what Doucette weighed in at.
Good job, Connor. Good job.
No scores for sure.
That's a huge win, beating the NCAA finalists the second time. What, the splits?
No, the hair.
No.
Yeah, don't try the splits.
Yeah.
Ferrari rocking the lettuce.
The splits was
Back in the center.
never part of my repertoire, Shano.
Action in the center.
Got that pin on Friday and did the splits. That is some good lettuce.
The energy that young man has is just amazing. Yeah, just.
This is his third stop. He began at Oklahoma State. Last year was at Cal State Bakersfield, finished third. We'll come back to the center with 1:26 riding time at 34 seconds for Connor Doucette. Look at heavyweight rankings. Younger Bastida of Iowa State ranked #1, and it's Isaac Trumbull, Nick Feldman, A.J. Ferrari, and Ben Keeter.
Doucette staying with the top wrestling here, which probably a good situation. Got a 30-pound advantage on Ziola. Good job of moving their feet. The Nebraska crowd is basically on them. They're going to look for a locked hands call.
So the officials will send the wrestlers back to their respective corners, and the officials can review anything at their discretion. So they are going to look and see if there was a locked hands on Connor Doucette.
we don't have a great look, but are those hands locked right there with 3 supporting points? Looks like the grip is broke there. Yeah. Right there. No, they're overlapped. They're not overlapped. I don't see locked hands from that vantage point.
And if there is locked hands, they would then also make an adjustment to the riding time clock. As riding time stops.
Yeah, they go back in time.
Oh, they called it. Was locked hands, so it's a point to Ziola. And that is the first point here in this match. That's a big call.
They're right next to me. They have a totally different look than what we had. It might have been on that first call, but
oh yeah,
Ziola's.
You're right. You're right.
Boyd has given up a takedown in this match so far. Now we're going to get another stoppage.
Just adjusting the clock, making sure, again, everything is correct. As I mentioned before, the riding time clock stops when the locked hands call is made. So I believe that's going to be 3 seconds taken off the clock, 51 seconds down to 48 seconds of riding time. 1:09 remaining in the period as Ziola goes back out on bottom. Quick stand above the whistle.
His feet one more time.
Again, giving up some weight. There's another locked hands. The second locked hands as the break comes flying in from the Oklahoma State corner. And Doucette, you can tell, a little bit confused.
Well, this was a little bit more clear. On the lift, okay. Hands are locked. He switched. He was late giving it up. That's close.
Still 56 seconds left in the second period. Again, Ziola pops to his feet. Looks for a switch on the edge, but he is blanketed by the Cowboy Doucette and out of bounds. Riding time now at 1:12.
Giving himself enough time to be able to get out from underneath now. The riding time point. But, you know, definitely if you're Doucette, you want to keep him, Ziola down. And if you're Ziola, keep that activity level up and maybe you roll some type of technique right here. Hit some sort of roll. Sticking with that switch. To go off the mat one more time.
If you're Ziola, Jim, what kind of adjustment can you make?
Well, I think just like we saw with McDaniel struggling to get out from underneath, sometimes you just get to your feet, get to a quad pod, and just hit a roll. Create some action. You never know what may end up. You might be able to get a reversal. You might be able to get an escape. So right here, he's coming up hard. He's off to one side. He just doesn't have that in his repertoire.
Good mat return as Doucette points him into the mat.
Gets the stall warning call, but that's just the activity of Ziola in this situation. Hey, keep active.
A stall call on Doucette.
Doucette, correct.
There we go.
One more, and you got your second point without getting an escape.
Pressure. There's that roll from Ziola.
Nice job of following that, but you know what? You're just creating a scoring opportunity to scramble that wasn't there before.
Down to 15 seconds. See Doucette keeping that right foot inside the center.
Savvy.
Veteran move.
12 seconds. You work on these all the time. 15-second escapes.
Yeah. Hold on. Brett, stay still for me. Caution. Stay still for me. Stay set. Okay, go ahead.
Oklahoma State, so much history. 492 All-American honors. They might go to 500 this March in Cleveland. Inside of 10 seconds. And Connor Doucette able to ride.
Nice to host it.
We love Lincoln. We are neutral here, third period.
Doucette with the riding time. And I think, you've done enough to wear a guy down right now. If you're Ziola, you know that Doucette probably is going to, this is where the coaching staff is on him as far as, getting his takedowns and all that stuff. It's a great opportunity.
Here's Doucette.
He's cut the corner. Does he have a cradle locked up? He does have he has wrist locked up there in the crotch.
Ziola looking to roll him through.
Nice job of adjusting there by Doucette. He's got his head planted right there.
Probably going to be a stalemate.
Easy, easy. The other one.
You can tell that the Oklahoma State corner wants Doucette to come into a hard collar. They're not necessarily asking for the shot or the points or anything like that. Let's just take your victory and get on the bus.
Doucette's got the riding time locked up.
There you go. Nice little low single shot right there.
Another attack. Countered though by Doucette.
Yeah, good job of getting off, and they had two nice committed attacks right there, and he was almost giving up the takedown, but you see here now where Ziola has a pretty good shot from range. See if he can come back to it. Jumped the gun there.
Minute remaining. Doucette on a single leg.
Right there on the edge, right there. Doesn't want to.
Oklahoma State corner saying all the way to the middle.
Go off right there.
Stall call on Ziola.
That's a good call.
USC and UC Santa Barbara underway. 2.5 minutes into that game. We'll be sending you there after the conclusion of this match at heavyweight. And with the riding time points, 2-1 for Connor Doucette. Final score of 22-12 as Oklahoma